Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Shemaine Nugent and this is a live video. So if you're watching this on the replay, thank you. And please share this because I have an announcement to make. I have a contest that I just created. And if you have pets, whether it's dogs or cats or guinea pigs or birds, or I don't want to see any spiders, no spiders or snakes, but if you have pets, you're going to want to hear this. And I'd love for you to be involved, to be the first one to share with me something that you're going to want to know about, hear about, because I can share something with you that I think you might want to have. So thank you guys so much for being here. I try to come every week, but I think I missed last week. I apologize. So much going on. Just got done filming my Faith and Freedom show with Dr. Lee Merritt, and I want to tell you about what's going on. I had Dr. Lee Merritt, who is talking about modern medicine and healing. That doesn't really seem to go together, does it? And she goes into great detail about the flu thing, the flu stuff that is going around. Do you ever notice how you go to the grocery store or go to the drugstore or whatever, or you get ads, you see pop-up ads that people are saying, "Oh, it's time to get your flu shot." She talks about how and why all of those were created, so you're not gonna wanna miss that. I also, sit down with an incredible man who I don't know if you have heard about Baby Cyrus. This is it was really difficult for me to talk about and really difficult to discuss, but you're going to want to hear my guest, Rodrigo, who talks about what happened to his grandson. And a lot of times I can't even talk about I can't even use the exact words that I do in my Faith and Freedom show because I'm so shadow banned. I don't know. Maybe I should actually have another channel. I'm seeing all the people popping in. Thank you, Raymond. How are you? Um, and Blair and everybody else, thank you so much for joining me. I'm on Facebook and not Rumble, Facebook and X and YouTube. So thank you guys for being here so much, and LinkedIn as well. But with Dr. Lee Merritt, we talk about what has been going on and how these injections that some people are getting and where they came about and the nefarious reasons that are behind them. And that, you know what, people get sick during the holidays, but it's not for the reasons that you might think. And her curiosity for that really stemmed from was a spinal surgeon in the military, and she saw many of her young strapping male soldiers getting multiple cancers, and she started researching parasitology and getting into that, and one thing led to another, and we all go down the rabbit hole, or we should anyway. So, oh my gosh, good good comments on here. Thank you so much. Hey James, JVs and irons. Not really sure what that means. Hey Raymond, glad you are here. Thank you so much. Okay, so also wanted to tell you that I've got a new segment on my Faith and Freedom show where I show a video clip of Pastor Anthony Thomas from Tip of the Spear Church in Naples, Florida. And he's got a message every week that we've been showing, and I love it. Like, it's so pertinent. He aligns it to the season that we're going through. And you know what? This season, we're supposed to be slowing down with Advent. That's really what Advent was all about. And I don't know about you, maybe it's just me, but it seems like the more we get into the month of December, we get busier and busier. And I've made a pact with me. I'm going to circle back to the beginning of what I said. I want you to stick around for the end because I have a contest for you, and I think you might be interested in. I don't know, we get so busy, especially in December, and I, for one, get overwhelmed, and I know that I've got to stop. So some of the things that I talk about when I'm here is I've got to stop getting rushed. I've got to stop rushing, but you say, "We gotta wrap the gifts, and we've gotta go to so and so's house, and there's a party for work and X, Y, and Z." And you know what? God designed us to, yes, be adaptable. There's a principle of adaptivity in fitness that if you, let's say you go out and you run a mile and you start running and you wow, start losing weight and you think, wow, I'm going to start running more. And you end up reaching a plateau where you're not making any changes. That's the principle of adaptability, easy for me to say, where God designed our bodies physically and physiologically to endure stress and emotionally. And when we get stretched as far as we start working out and we strengthen our muscles. But what it's actually doing, what we're working out, is it's breaking down the muscle fibers. Same thing happens in life. When we get stretched and we start, getting pummeled, it seems like in all different directions, we're becoming more adaptive to that, and we've got to remind ourselves, at least I do. I don't know if it's you or just me, but I want to share things that I'm discovering, and the season of Advent is that. So I want to encourage you guys to open the Bible if you haven't yet. If you haven't yet and never have, that's okay. I'm so glad you're here. I'm actually speaking to you. Our Great Commission is to plant seeds, is to encourage others to find God. I had somebody text me recently that said, I'm going to manifest this or that from the universe. Uh, Why don't we just go directly to God who created the universe? Why don't we pray about things that we want or need in our lives? And one of the things that Pastor Anthony talks about is being wonderful. God is wonderful, and God calls us to be wonderful. And we have this adaptability. You know what? Life isn't always easy. Things happen, and we have challenges, and everybody does. Everybody's got difficult things to endure. Oh, thank you very much, Perry. I'm glancing over at the comments, and thank you very much. Oh, you and Ted Rock. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. But you know what? Again, I'd love to hear from you in the comments section if you're watching this and right now live. Do you get stressed during the holidays? And does something like this as a reminder help you to take a deep breath and just relax? One of the things that Dr. Lee Merritt brings up in my show that's on Sunday mornings on Faith and Freedom, every Sunday morning on Real America's Voice, but also I'm airing the whole show on my YouTube channel. Shout out, yay, to all my YouTubers. Thank you for being here. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. I had a lot, and then, yeah, I'm shadow banned or whatever, bots or whatever. But one of the things that Dr. Lee Merritt brought up is, they have, especially with COVID, we were told to stay indoors, and we have to really go outside and get vitamin D from the sun. And isn't it interesting that Dr. Bill Gates, oh, he's a doctor. Didn't you know it? Like, why are we going to Bill Gates for all of our health needs? Why is he recommending things that we need to do? But it's interesting that he's actually got a program to dim the sun. And you see those chemtrails? And you wonder why everybody's getting sicker, because we need to get that vitamin D. So one of the things that I brought up with Dr. Lee Merritt is I actually every morning, my dogs have to go out for a walk, right? So I take a moment to let that first morning sun, if you got it, let the first morning sun shine on your face. Take a few deep, 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 deep breaths and just relax. Kind of sets you up for the day. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, the sun absolutely helps. All right. That's all I would love for us to do. None of his children would perish. I'd say about that. Thank you so much. All right, guys, have a great day. Make it a great day. Oh, I have to tell you about my challenge. Okay, here's the contest. The contest is I just came up with this idea during the filming of my Faith and Freedom show, which goes live to tape every Wednesday. We film it. It airs on Sunday. So I also show, if you didn't know this, I show funny pet videos in during my show, because it's so heavy. Sometimes we talk a lot about a lot of nefarious things that, you know, we would all love to listen to the government and say, "Oh, thank you for spending our money on sending it to other countries that really don't like us at all," or other nefarious things that I talk about in my Faith and Freedom show, not here. But at the end of every show, I fought to have this done. They said, "What do you want to have on your show?" And I'm like, "I wanna end the show with something to make everyone smile." So I end it with funny pet videos. So then I thought, "Okay, I'm always not scrambling because I can find funny pet videos." But I thought, "Okay, to you, my audience, if you see funny pet videos, or better yet, film your pets in funny situations, funny settings. You got to make sure the video looks clear, like wipe off your phone. Wipe off this. I've had people do this, send them to me at shemaine.chat@gmail.com. Shemaine.chat@gmail.com. Send me your funny pet videos. And I'll have more information next week, but the winner is going to get some Uncle Ted's Pets supplement. GetUncleTeds.com if you want to find out more about that. All natural pet supplements that are made with bioflavonoids and things like peanut butter and coconut oil, like really good for you stuff. Like you could eat it if you had to. I'm not saying you should, but you could. So we are going to reward the winners with some Uncle Ted's Pets. All right, so I think that's about it. Have a great day, everybody. More coming soon. I love you guys. I'm so grateful to have this connection. Please share it because some other people might not get it and see it. And I want to make sure we reach everybody that we can. All right, have a great day.